Good morning, all of you. You all are welcome in the e-learning classes of the Sacred Heart School. Today, in this video, we will discuss about the last segment of the fourth unit of organic chemistry, that is the diazonium salts. These diazonium salt play a very important role in our life in the preparations of the various therapeutic agent, or simply you can say medicines. This diazonium salt is discovered by John Peter Gries, a German chemist in the year 1858. This diazonium salt play very important role in the preparations of the various fields where we will try to interact various inorganic as well as organic compound. So whenever this interaction is required between this organic as well as inorganic compound, where this diazonium salt play a very important role. Now we are proceeding towards the relative structures of the diazonium salt. Internally, this diazonium salt is compound in which the N2 molecule is present there. You know, the basic constituents of this compound is benzene, and this is the N2 molecule, and this N2 molecule known as diazonium molecule, because diazo means that is the N2 gas, and this N2 gas also known as azota gas, AZOTA. Azota molecule is highly stable molecule due to presence of the triple bond between them, because the N with another N form the triple bond between them, so the stability part of this N2 molecule is very high. Now when the more electronegative halogen atoms comes in contact with this N2 molecule, the lone pair of this nitrogen taken by this X negative because of their high electronegativity. As this nitrogen retain the plus charge, and this positively charged nitrogen take any of this bond from this side, so now only two bonds remain between the N2 atom, and this nitrogen can retain their lone pair, as well as this N lone pair or X negative form the ionic bond between them. So to overcome the deficiency of the bond between these two N2 atom, this lone pair shifted at this particular site and triple bond retained between the N2 molecule. And finally, because of this shifting of this pi electrons and the lone pair, and finally this N will retain the positive charge on it. So due to the plus charge retention of this nitrogen, and this N positive may combine with the benzene ring, or resultant compound is benzene diazonium halide. So this is the basic structure of this compound. This whole process of the preparation of this diazonium salt known as diazotization reaction. So basically in this reaction, this compound formation is possible because of the initiative made by this X negative atom. अगर ये X negative atom नहीं होता तो इस compound का preparation possible ही नहीं था, because N2 was very much stable, benzene ring was very much stable. तो इनका आपस का जो interaction है, and this interaction is due to the high electronegativity of the X atom. So we will conclude that if you want to prepare this diazonium salt, so we have to take the electron withdrawing group or any of the atom with the higher electronegativity. जब तक ज़्यादा electronegativity वाले या electron withdrawing group आप N2 के contact में लेके नहीं आओगे, जब तक ये bond formation possible नहीं. Whenever this whole compound is formed, so we have to maintain the temperature of maximum 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, because this low temperature is responsible for the maintenance and the stability of this compound. As you will increase the temperature more than this 8 degrees Celsius and more than this 5 degrees Celsius, the elimination of the X negative or any of the EDG take place, and this compound dissociate to liberate the N2 and this benzene ring and this X negative ion. So in the entire synthesis of this diazonium salt, we have to maintain the temperature around the 0 degrees Celsius. Now we will discuss about the preparations of the diazonium salt. The process of the conversion of aromatic primary amine into the diazonium salt known as diazotization reaction. This reaction is the most reliable method for the synthesis of the diazonium salt. For this purpose, we have to take one benzene ring, NH2 means aniline, one aryl amine we have to take, then we have to add the NaNO2 plus HCl or HX. The temperature is maintained about the 5 degree, 0 to 5 degree, this is 0-5 degrees Celsius. Resultant compound is aryl, this is benzene ring, N2X. The loss of the NaX takes place and this H2 is there. So now the two questions arises in this complete preparation. Why we are not directly adding the nitric acid there? Why the freshly prepared nitric acid is required? Yeah, hyponitrous acid is required in this reaction. This compound, whenever the NaNO2 plus HX combine together, the formation of HNO2 take place, that known as freshly prepared hyponitrous acid. Because this hyponitrous acid not having the traces of the nitric oxide, that's why the reactions becomes more feasible and this aryl amine easily combined with this hyponitrous acid that you are obtaining at the time of the reaction. Second thing I have explained earlier कि why the temperature is maintained around the 0 degree Celsius. The reason just to provide the stability to the compound. This whole process known as diazotization reaction. Now this reaction we will explain by taking the examples of aniline. This is aniline, this is NaNO2 plus HCl, the formation of benzene diazonium chloride, or you can say this compound is benzene diazonium chloride, and you can also represent this compound, the loss of NaCl and the loss of water. Okay, so 0 degree Celsius temperature is required and the relative structure I have explained earlier. Now some other ways by which you can prepare the various other compound from this diazonium salt. These other compound which are formed directly from this diazonium salt, which may be this is bromobenzene, which may be the chlorobenzene, which may be this chlorobenzene or bromobenzene. The method by which you can prepare all these compounds, these method known as Sandmeyer reaction, as well as one more reaction is there that known as Gattermann reaction. These two reactions shows the extreme similarity between them. These reactions are very much similar to each other, and these two reactions are useful to convert the various other organic compounds. If the questions comes in the examination, how the aniline is converted to the chlorobenzene or bromobenzene, that time first of all by the process of the diazotization you have to convert the aniline into the diazonium salt. Now this diazonium salt is treated with CuBr and heated. The loss of the N2 take place loss of the CuCl take place, and resultant compound is bromobenzene. On the other hand, if you will take the CuCl and heat it, so this diazonium chloride is converted to chlorobenzene, the loss of N2 and the loss of CuCl take place. These two reactions known as Sandmeyer reaction. These two reactions known as Sandmeyer reaction. On the other hand, if you will take, instead of this CuCbr, if you will take the copper catalyst and you will add here the HCl, so this H and this Cu may take the Cl from this compound, N2 eliminated and the Cl occupying this position, and this compound known as chlorobenzene. In the same way, in place of this HCl, if you will take this HBr, the resultant compound is bromobenzene. These two reactions collectively known as Gattermann reaction. So basic difference between the Sandmeyer reaction and the Gattermann reaction, that is the intermediate catalyst that you are adding. In case of the Sandmeyer reaction, you will take the CuBr or CuCl, while in case of this Gattermann reaction, you have to take the copper as a main catalyst of the chemical reaction. So for the organic conversion, if the questions comes in your examination, how the aniline is converted to chlorobenzene, how the aniline is converted to the bromobenzene, that time you have to remember this reaction and you have to convert first the aniline into the diazonium salt. Later on, this diazonium salt is converted to the chlorobenzene or the bromobenzene. One more possible reaction is there. If you will take the CuCN in place of this CuBr, or you can say in place of CuCl, if you will take the CuCN, so this compound becomes the benzene nitrile, yeah, benzene cyanide. So that is also counted as the Sandmeyer reaction. So these questions is very important for the examination, how you can convert the aniline to the corresponding compounds. Now we are entering the one more category of the chemical reactions of the diazonium salt, in which the whole diazonium group is replaced. The best example, that is the formation of the iodobenzene and benzene. This compound is the benzene diazonium chloride. Why this compound is persistent? Because of the presence of the Cl negative ion. This Cl negative ion is responsible for the formation of whole compound. If you will take this H3PO2 along with this water, so this formation of the benzene take place, the loss of N2 take place, this H3PO3 is obtained, and the loss of the HCl take place. So what will happen in this reaction? First of all, as you will add the H3PO2, this is the orthophosphoric acid, and this acid will liberate the H, and this H may combine with this chlorine, the loss of the HCl take place. As the Cl negative vanish out from this compound, N2 automatically leave this benzene, or this benzene may combine with the another hydrogen which is coming from this orthophosphoric acid. So by this, in this way, you can obtain the benzene ring finally as the end of this chemical reaction. In place of this one, if this compound is treated with the potassium iodide, so this K from this Ki and Cl from this side, the loss of the KCl take place. As the Cl eliminated, the N2 automatically vanish out and liberated in the form of the diazo molecule, that is in a form of N2 molecule. और सिर्फ क्या बचेगा आपके पास? बेंजीन रिंग, और this benzene ring occupying this I negative which is coming from Ki. So this compound known as iodobenzene, this is I, this one is benzene, and this compound known as iodobenzene. So two more organic compound can be made easily. If the questions come from the examination, how the aniline is converted to benzene, how this iodobenzene can be obtained, that time aniline is first converted to the diazonium salt, and later on by this reaction you can obtain the benzene, and by this reaction you can obtain this iodobenzene there. In this whole reaction, this is the hypophosphorus acid H3PO2 and H3PO3 the phosphoric acid. Now, the next reaction known as coupling reaction. What do you mean by the coupling? Coupling means that is the addition of the two benzene ring together. Whenever the two aromatic compounds come close to each other, so by the loss of the small molecule, they forms the couple. Couple stand for the two conjugated benzene system may be associated together and resultant reaction known as coupling. So coupling can be done by the various ways. Whenever we will talk about the diazonium salt, so this diazonium salt under suitable condition react with the reactive aromatic compounds like as phenol, like as amines, and to form the colored compound and which can be represented. This is the diazo. This is one aryl group is there and one more aryl group is there. Okay. So how this compound can be obtained? So first of all, the diazonium salt couple with the phenol in the alkaline medium, and the second reaction, the diazonium coupling with the amines in the acidic medium. So first of all, we are taking here the synthesis of the methyl orange. You know, the methyl orange is the acidic dye, and this is the indicator which are used in the various chemical reaction. Methyl orange is the dye which is used in the dye silk and the wool, but it is not fast to light and wash. In alkali, it is yellow, and in acidic medium, it is red in color. So it can be used as an indicator for the number of reaction. You know what are indicator? You have done earlier the compounds which indicate the presence of other compound by changing their physical or chemical property known as indicator. So step 1, first of all, the preparation of the diazonium salt. First of all, the preparation of the diazonium salt. How this salt can be prepared, and we have to take this compound that is sulfonalic acid. So this sulfonalic acid, this was the SO3H, this is sulfonic acid, and this ortho para positions occupy this NH2, and when the nitration is done near about the 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, and the loss of this NH2 is converted to the N2Cl. This is the para sulfonalic acid benzene diazonium chloride. Now in the step number 2, this compound this is N2Cl and this SO3H may combine with the 2 degree amines. This is N, N dimethyl aniline. The Cl from this side and H from this side. In the acidic medium, they will combine to form the coupling. Coupling is done. The two rings are associating together, and this compound known as this is dye. And this dye is basically obtained in the acidic medium. In spite of this one, if you will make the coupling, this intermediate compound when react with this NaOH, so they will combine to form the loss of the H from this side, OH from this side, the loss of the water, and this position occupied by the Na positive, and this compound known as methyl orange. So this methyl orange is a very important applications of the diazonium salt which can be prepared by the use of the coupling reaction. One more reaction in which we have to create coupling of this benzene diazonium chloride with phenol. This is H and this is Cl. In a basic medium, the coupling is done. This compound known as orange dye, this is para hydroxy azobenzene. Para hydroxy azobenzene. And the loss of the Cl takes place from this reaction. So in this way, the coupling reactions you have to remember. Why these coupling reactions are important? In these examples, in a simple way, this compound is NH2, aniline. This compound is benzene diazonium chloride. In the basic medium, they will form the orange dye, yellow dye. So 3 reactions you have done. the para amino azobenzene. This is a para hydroxy azobenzene, and in this way the various coupling reactions can be made in the acidic as well as in basic media. So the benzene diazonium salts are very important for the preparations of the various organic aromatic compounds. Now we will discuss the importance of the diazonium salt in the synthesis of aromatic compound. अभी तक जो भी रिएक्शंस बेटा आप लोगों ने करी हैं उन सभी केमिकल रिएक्शंस में कई सारे एरोमेटिक कंपाउंड्स को आपने प्रिपेयर किया है. फ्रॉम द अबव रिएक्शंस ये बात आपको साफ क्लियर हो जाती है. द वेरियस कंपाउंड्स का इंट्रोडक्शन करना हो बेंजीनिंग में, चाहे वो फ्लोरीन, क्लोरीन, ब्रोमीन, आयोडीन, नाइट्राइल, OH हो, NO2 हो, एंड दिस कैन बी डन विद द हेल्प ऑफ द डाइजोनियम सॉल्ट. तो ऑर्गेनिक कन्वर्जन्स में हमेशा अपने माइंड में रखिएगा द कपलिंग रिएक्शंस के थ्रू या डाइएजोनियम सॉल्ट्स के थ्रू हम इन सारे ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड की रेंज को प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. एराइल फ्लोराइड एंड आयोडाइड कैन नॉट बी प्रिपेयर्ड बाय द डायरेक्ट हेलोजनेशन. द सियानो ग्रुप कैन नॉट बी इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द न्यूक्लियोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन. अभी तक जब भी फ्लोरीन जहाँ भी आपने ऐड किया है, आयोडीन जहाँ भी आपने ऐड किया है, नाइट्राइल जहाँ भी आपने ऐड किया है, आपने प्रॉब्लम फेस करी. द टिपिकल कंडीशंस आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द एडिंग ऑफ दिस फ्लोरीन, आयोडीन एटसेट्रा, but with the help of the diazonium salt and these compound prepare automatically. तो ये आपकी बड़ी सिग्निफिकेंस हो जाती है diazonium salts की, and these diazonium salt play a very important role in this one. Thus the replacement of the diazo group by the other group is helpful in the preparations those substituted aromatic compound which cannot be prepared directly by the substitution of the benzene compounds. Now in the last we will discuss the basic nature and the some physical property of the diazonium salt. And basically the diazonium salt is the meta directing compound, and their meta directing nature can be explained on the basis of the resonating structures, and on the basis of these resonating structures we will conclude that whenever the direct reaction is taking place, so meta is the most favorable position where this reaction is possible. So this compound again becomes very important, and very few more examples of this compound is also possible, like as C6H5N2 plus HSO4. They will combine to form the benzene diazonium hydrogen sulfate. So this compound nowadays are very important for us in the industries where the various drugs can be, various medicines can be prepared by using the diazonium salt. Now their physical properties. Benzene diazonium chloride is colorless crystalline solid. It is readily soluble in the water and is stable in cold, but react with water when warmed. It decomposes easily in the dry state. Benzene diazonium fluoroborate is water insoluble and stable at the room temperature. So stability is there, and maybe this compound is unstable. Both conditions are possible for this benzene diazonium salt. This is stable if you will take the example of benzene diazonium fluoroborate, or this is unstable when you will take the example of the benzene diazonium chloride. This compound is water soluble because of their polar nature of the N-Cl bond, and this compound is also soluble in the organic solvent because of the presence of the benzene. So I have told you initially, this compound is a connecting link between the polar as well as non-polar solvent. If you want to interact the inorganic as well as organic compound, if you want to interact the aromatic as well as aliphatic compound, that time always keep in your mind the benzene diazonium salt is the best interesting compound for such chemical reactions. Thank you.